All I wanna do is shoot the perfect video, perfect video, perfect video. Hey everybody! As you can see, I'm starting to play with my studio lighting. This, by the way, is my new studio. Definitely not. What I'm gonna do is just put this over here. I've got my key lighting over here. It is really hard to tell how this looks off the LCD monitor, but I think it looks a lot better than my previous videos. I've spent a little bit of time and gone through some of the settings, and I've just briefly set up the camera. This, by the way, is the new Fuji XS20, and it is a brilliant little camera. I did a previous recording with just pulling the camera straight out of the box and going to shooting. You can definitely see a difference in the little bit of setup I've done. I feel like if I spent some more time doing setup, I could get this thing banging pretty hard. Anyway, studio lighting. So what we got going on here now is I've got all my lights turned off in the room. You see I got some shadowing here, so I'm gonna just try and work with it. What I got going on over my shoulder is Philips Hue lighting that it's controlled from my smartphone. A VCG2. Also, there is a earlier video with a review of that as well. Again, apologies for the grainy footage. But moving forward, I think we're dialing it in pretty good now. So what I'm going to do in this video too is I'm just going to play with this light over here a little bit till I think I've got it right. And then we'll find out in post-production. Okay, so I just took that light from about 20% and took it up to 51%. And I'm starting to see that it's definitely putting some shadows behind me here. So I think what we'll do is we'll play with this light a little bit. See if I can eliminate that shadowing. Not really, no. So what that is telling me is don't go so crazy on the lighting. I'm going to turn it back down until we get rid of that shadowing. I could also try repositioning my light. That might be something that we do. So I'm going to put it up to 27, and then let's see if that persists. And how can I do this? If I move it slightly this way, or I could try going more like this if I can stay out of my shot. Let's see if this will shadow, or at least put the shadow somewhere where it's not noticeable. I think I can see it right there happening a little bit. And then again, what I might have to do is move this thing just a little bit closer here so that I'm actually... Oh, that might not be too bad. If I move the light just a little bit more, it's going to put it right into that corner there. Oh, that almost evaporates there. Okay, if I can position myself that I don't lean forward too much, I think that looks pretty good. Now, of course, I'm not really going to see this till I put this on my 4K monitor. And hopefully it looks awesome. Happy hour. I like happy hour. That represents me. I got my display signs. The one says gamers don't die, they respawn. And this other one's the zombie crossing one, which I love this one. I've got my cool Darth Vader collector's edition helmet that I picked up from an auction a few years back. And then my wife bought me this a bunch of years ago. It's the Jack Lives Here signs for Jack Daniels. And then I've got, I don't know if you can see them, but this is like a faux boarding here, but I've got a drone on each side. I got my cool speaker back here, my Bluetooth speaker. It's a kicker one. It's pretty badass. This is my rock, one of my many RC vehicles, but this is an RC rock crawler. It's pretty sweet. There's our old camera, the Nikon D5300, which is a really great camera. Anyways, this is my room. I hope you like it. Let me know what you think. If you think this is cool, I'd really appreciate any input from you guys, you know, like if you just want to say, hey, like I'm watching the progression, this is pretty cool, or hey, I'm watching the progression, like what are you doing? Get to content that we want to watch, you can comment that. You know what, even if you dislike it, it still means that you watched it, and if you watched it, I appreciate it at any level. So, earlier when I was recording, my microphone was off, so I figured you wouldn't want to watch this. Now what I've done is I've located my light to a different area instead of having it on my camera, so I can't see my DJI microphone status on the receiver, which now I can because I don't have a light in my eyes in that direction anymore. So instead, I'm just going to talk about what we missed out on there. All I was doing was just showing you the physical bridge device. Okay, so when you're going to set up the bridge box for the Philips Hue's lighting, the first thing you need to do is turn on your lights. And then you take the bridge device and you put it beside your wireless router. You plug it in with a Cat 5 cable. Then you plug the power in. Once the power's in, then you download the app on your phone and just go through the tutorial. Basically, once you've done that, to link it, you push the button on the bridge device, and then it starts to link with your phone, and then to accept, you push the button a second time. Once you have that, then you can change the colors of your lights. You can name them, you can put them into a zone. It's really easy to use. It was super simple. So this is my studio lighting right here. These are the Philips Hue's lights. So what's going to happen eventually when we get monetized is we're going to start giving away really cool prizes. It's going to get bigger, better, and badder until the point where we can give away, I don't know, maybe a house. Let's do something crazy. And you know what? I'm nothing without you guys. I rely 100% on your support. So please support the channel by just liking, subscribing, suffering through these videos. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And as always, be kind to each other, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheers.